This video is sponsored by boot.dev, more about them in just a moment. Incredible! Nay, unbelievable! League just got new skins as part of a new pipeline where Riot realized maybe not all skins have to be part of the same skin line, and instead they can be just one-off skins that make sense for specific champions. And guess what? All of them are pure success. If you go through the comments on any of the posts, including Reddit where people are always the most critical, everyone is positive. And I don't even have to show you specific screenshots. I can just let the comments scroll and you will see that everyone is happy. Besides this person, and I'm not really sure if that counts. Best of all, while we only got 3 skins in this batch so that Riot can test the waters, all of these are unique for their very own special reason. Though one of them is very slightly behind. And so, let's go through the new skins, let's talk about why they are so special, and let's talk about why people are suddenly excited about new skins after a streak of such heavy skepticism. You see, the new skins are part of something which Riot calls variety skins. These are primarily made with the focus being on the champion. These wouldn't be part of a bigger skin line or even a season theme. These would be simple one-off skins that make sense for a champion because of the specific theme. This approach immediately eliminates 2 big problems. On one side, when you really wanted to give a champion a new skin, that champion had to wait for the right opportunity and the right skin line that would fit them. This is partially why some champions had to wait ages to get a skin. It may not have been that Riot didn't want to give a specific champion a skin. It's more that even if they did want them to get a skin, it would take even longer before they got to a skin line that was pre-planned that would fit them. And connected to that, in those situations when a champion waited so long for a skin that they just had to force one onto them, it could result in a champion getting a skin after so many years of waiting that just didn't make sense. And so, how do you answer all of that? You ditch skin lines. Now don't get it twisted, skin lines will likely still be a thing, but as to how many skin lines compared to variety skins there will be, will depend on the success of them. Now what's funny here is that variety skins used to be how Riot just made normal skins for champions. Back in the day, they didn't really have skin lines with connected themes. These only started being a thing after the first project skin line dropped, with the hilarious twist being that even the project storyline started as a variety skin. Project Yasuo was the first project skin that came out in August of 2014. And it wasn't until a year later, in September of 2015, where we got 5 skins with the same theme, which made the first project drop. And that all happened simply because the Project Yasuo variety skin was so popular. Which proved that variety skins are just really good at giving champions skins that fit them, but also they work really well at exploring themes. And so now, after years of only releasing skin lines, because apparently skin lines were always more profitable than random skins, well, sales are down overall, and so Riot had to change strategies. Which means that Riot went back to their roots, and it seems to be working. People are filled with joy and they are celebrating escaping the skin line hell. And Riot can only benefit from that. Now it is as if Riot gained a whole new skill, which is something you can do too. Once in a full moon, there comes a time where a video sponsor perfectly fits a creator. There comes a time where the stars align and the moon comes out, and that is boot.dev. You see, although I have not officially revealed it on this channel just yet, for the last couple of years, secretly, I've been making my own game. I'm not doing any of this for money or for fame. I'm legitimately doing it because I love learning how games are made. And after learning this skill, it feels like I have a superpower. It is no longer, hey, I have an idea for a game, I wish someone made it. Instead, it is, hey, I have an idea for a game, I can make it. And so can you with boot.dev. We are talking about a service that teaches coding in the most creative way imaginable. It turns the learning process into an RPG game. By doing small coding tasks or by learning new code, you fill up an XP bar which makes your account level up. Just like a glorious quest in an adventure. What's even better, boot.dev gives you the experience you would normally get in a university. There are 25 courses, each with roughly 10 chapters, which behave like your normal tasks, with 9 projects to complete on top of that. But here it is all available for a fraction of the price of a university. And you don't have to sleep through lectures you don't enjoy. It all begins with fun free tutorial on learning Python, but then you hop into C and even JavaScript. The best part of all, this teaches you back-end development. Or in the world of games, it makes you a programmer. And you know who gets paid the most by far on every team? That's right, technical engineers and programmers. So don't wait and try boot.dev right now for free. And sign up using the link in the description. If you like learning and making your own things, including games, you'll get there, but you'll get there faster with boot.dev. Also, did you know they have their own lore? Hey, it's an RPG adventure after all. So, where were we? Ah, right, variety skins. As we mentioned, variety skins simply feel like a massive leap in the right direction. And so, let's now have a look at the 3 skins that came out of this. Starting with one that is a little bit less special out of the 3. Blood Moon Ryze. Now, the reason why I'm saying that this one is less special is not because it is a bad skin. No, this is a really good one. But it's more because the other 2 skins just have, let's say, more meta lore. So, since variety skins are all about fitting specific themes with champions, why did Ryze get a Blood Moon skin specifically? Well, it is very simple. First of all, Blood Moon is all about rituals that evoke demons. With Ryze carrying a massive scroll on his back, of course the skin can use it as an item for the rituals for the blood runes. But more importantly, the entire skin line is about blood runes and spells and blood magic and blood moon. And you know what Ryze is all about? Runes and magic. What does that mean? Well, it means that the spell effects are really good. His auto attacks alone turn from zapping people into a blast of dark magic. His Q does a really good job with the blood moon trail and the haunting sounds. You can also see hints of ink around. This all started with Jhin, who introduced ink as part of the Blood Moon rituals, especially when a champion is using scrolls. Next, his W creates a really cool Blood Moon sigil underneath the target. The Empower W rises it up and creates a hole underneath them. This is a reference to the entire skin line ripping demons out of their realm. So those holes could be rifts into that realm. His E also got a cool spreading blood mark. But the haunting sound effects still carry all of this, with the best part being his ultimate. Now, as many other people, I did expect a big moon just shadowing over the entire ultimate. But the problem here is that it could be easily mistaken for Diana's ultimate, who does the same thing. Especially since both of them also have a Blood Moon skin. So, since they couldn't use the moon, they turned the entire ultimate into a massive demonic portal, which is also followed with awesome demonic anime sound effects. Honestly, these are incredible. And again, because it is a variety skin, it all fits so well. And yes, if you go into the comment section, with some exceptions, people are just overwhelmingly positive. And besides just Ryze, they praise the variety skins overall. I really wish we got more variety skins like this, instead of everything just being a skin line. Really makes the game feel more fresh, and these skins are more unique than many others released in the past year. And we need more Wild Rift imports, of course, more on that later. Before that, as I mentioned, Ryze is the less interesting skin compared to the other 2. So now, let's have a look at one with a funny twist, which is High Noon Yorick. This skin is very, and I mean very special for a massive reason. It's because Yorick has a hat. In fact, that's what all the comments are about. And that's because, once upon a time, when Riot released the last Pentakill skin line, in all the Pentakill lore, Yorick always had a really cool hat. And so, people were excited for his new skin. But unfortunately, when the skin came out, it did not look as badass as all the teasers. And that's because the hat was taken away. The reason why is because apparently the hat was completely changing Yorick's silhouette, and so now people could confuse him for someone else. Who? I don't know. So, a few years later, Yorick got a whole new skin where he got the hat we always wanted, proving that the hat was never really an issue. So in a way, Riot is acknowledging the Yorick meme which they created. And they were able to do this because it is a variety skin. They specifically chose to give Yorick a High Noon skin because they could give him the hat. Again, this is why variety skins are such a good idea. What's even cooler is that, again, this skin is also just really good. The High Noon universe is all about people getting corrupted by demons and angels. And so, Yorick got his very own demonic shovel. His Q sets up demons to come out, and when they do, they look partially metal, as if their heads were replaced with a gun. This is all in reference to someone like Mordekaiser, a great metal demon that is connected to an entire massive metal train. So, demons connected to metal are a thing here. Yorick's W then creates an awesome hellish wall. I really love the contrast on this one. His E actually throws a bullet that explodes. Here I have to say, after looking at his splash art, I thought he would be throwing a coin, but I have to admit, the bullet is a lot cooler. So now I wish the bullet was in the splash art. And finally, the Maiden is just awesome. It is a demon from this universe, with the design of the demons being always cool. What's also amazing is that while the Maiden is out, you can hear a really cool old western theme. So overall, Yorick got an absolute banger of a skin too. Which leaves us with one last one. A skin that is the most interesting because it has a unique origin. And that is, of course, the Stargazer Vex. Now, for some of you, when you hear the name Stargazers, you may get a PTSD. Because this was the first skin line that was unique to Wild Rift. And of course, the League of Legends audience imploded because of that. How dare does Wild Rift get something unique when it is really just a cheap clone of the PC version? Well, over time, as people complained, Riot figured out a workflow which allowed them to import some Wild Rift skins to PC. It all started with the complaining around Star Guardians, and now look at us, getting Wild Rift's very own unique skin lines. Now what's really interesting here is that while this Vex skin was imported from Wild Rift, for some reason the League PC got a unique splash art, even though Wild Rift already has a splash art for this skin. So why did League have to get a new one? I don't know. But the good news is that this skin is once again great. Stargazers are all about celestial magic. In fact, they are kinda a blue version of the Arcana skins. And so, since Vex is all about magic, it fits. Her Q is a great celestial wave. Her shield has the astrological sigils. Her E has spiraling stars around it. And her ultimate turns Shadow into a constellation. It's all just too good. And so, for once, we got a PvE patch where people are just happy. And that's because outside of the new skins, we also got the new game mode, which people can test now. But for now, just focusing on the skins, I can't believe it. I can't believe we got new skins where all of them are praised. There are no negative comments. It is all just pure joy. There are definitely no people who are trying to burn the Vex skin because it is a port of a skin that already exists in Wild Rift. It is all just praise, I tell you! Once again, thank you to boot.dev for sponsoring this video.